It's crazy that in LA County we have 17,000 people incarcerated at any given time. So why would somebody want to work in correctional health services? I will say that I certainly never saw myself working in a jail. It never really occurred to me.
We are not custody staff. We are not correctional staff. Our duty is to heal.
Serving an underserved population, being involved on the front line. I think there's also an opportunity here that would be, to me, very exciting, which would be that we're creating something right now.
This environment is very dynamic. We have lockdowns here, but the patient's much deserving. They actually need care.
A large portion of our patients have mental illness and addiction, and the better we treat them here, the better we set them up for success once they leave.
Correctional health is a very exciting field. It is a new field in medicine. We are at the forefront, perfectly poised to be the leaders. So that's what's really, I think, really modern about correctional health.
I'm Dr. Lauren Wallchuck. I work in the LA County jail system. I'm a family doctor first and foremost, and I'm also a specialist in HIV and AIDS infectious disease training. I would say I am not unique. There are so many young doctors who want to feel like their work really matters, to feel that sense of satisfaction and contributing, and being a doctor, it's all about care, right? About taking care of people and people who need to be taken care of. What I found is that the patients are the same, inside or outside. I saw them in the emergency room and I took care of them there. I see them in the jail and I take care of them here. They're still the same underserved patients, the ones that I want to be working with and that are so motivating, and it's gratifying, to be serving this population. How's it going?
It's going.
Can I borrow your booking number? So I'm gonna pull you up. Thanks. Oh my God, and you're getting out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
So, as your doctor, of course, my priority is to support you, number one, in sobriety, and number two, to help you take care of your medical conditions, including HIV. And I gotta say, you're doing so well right now. You're due for your labs, and you said they haven't drawn them yet.
Yeah, you remember we set it up for the 14th?
Dr. Lauren Wallchuck, she's a perfect example of this, of a young physician who's come in and really, really thrived in a team-based approach to care. So our inmate reception center is the busiest inmate reception center in the country. And any one day we have 400 people that come in and 400 people that go out. It's very, very busy. When individuals come in, they get booked. There's a custody process where they determine who they really are. And then the medical process kicks in fairly quickly. We have custody assistants who have been trained, and they go through a questionnaire and they ask if they have ever had medical or mental health problems. Very general. If somebody says yes, that kicks them into a medical triage. That process right there can drag on for hours, and that's where we really have a bottleneck in the system.
It's about trust. That's the biggest thing. If the patients trust you, then definitely they will, let you know about their history, about maybe their drug use. Hello. My name is Michelle Green. I'm a nurse practitioner with Los Angeles County. This is CRDF, which is our Lynwood Jail, which we house women. I think we have approximately 2,300 women here inside this jail. A lot of our patients, not all of them, but a lot of them, they'll tell me, hey, I haven't been to the doctor in 15, 20 years. I remember I had this one patient and she was to be seen because she had a breast lump. Come to find out she had cancer, breast cancer. So she was really thankful because one, she was stage 3, she was able to get the appropriate chemotherapy, and she had a bilateral mastectomy where they removed her breast. And she says the jail saved her life. So that's like so rewarding. I don't like to hear that people are in jail, but I love to hear that we made a difference here. As far as the OB patients, depending on how many trimesters you are, they're brought down either weekly or bi-weekly. Okay, so I'm gonna come on in. Hello there. Feel your baby moving?
Oh yes.
Yeah?
Day and night.
Okay. And your pain is right in this area?
Right.
Okay.
I believe it's just pressure.
Pressure, your ligaments.
Right.
Okay. So I'm just gonna look into your ears. Just take your time back. Warm my hands up, they're kind of cold. Any day now. Oh, your baby's moving again. That's so cool.
This is Brian Coe. He's our new PA. He signed on last month. He trained in Loma Linda, and he was a combat veteran Navy corpsman.
This is our senior physician assistant and my supervisor, Kyle Vivo. I actually met him in the dining facility here, and then he approached me and we discussed a few things, and he said he was from the military, so then that popped an interest to me because leadership is a huge deal in the military, and he has a whole lot of experience in the ER setting, all these procedural skills that I wanted to learn. And what got to me is that he said he'll teach me, and in the military, do one, was it? See one, do one, teach one model, which I really liked. So then that's why I joined on board. I think everyone deserves the same care. I don't care what they came in here. I never asked them why they're in. It's their business. We're just here to treat them. Patient care first.
I was 18. I was deployed to Iraq with a combat unit. That's why I opted to come here, because we have like a close-knit family here. We report to a chain of command. And one of the things that I always strive to find is a place where I'm needed. And I think I'm needed here. And Dr. Henderson and the nursing team are responsible for each other.
The goal in restructuring healthcare delivery is the creation of patient-centered medical homes. This would be what the community would consider normal care. You have a doctor who's in charge of your well-being, and that's who you call. And we're going to do the same thing with the inmates. Inmates that come in will be seen by us here who have acute problems. If you don't have an acute problem, you'll still get a doctor assigned to you. And sometime during your stay, if you have an issue, you'll go see that doctor. If you have a chronic problem, that doctor will follow your chronic problem, and that will be the little community that will serve a group of inmates. What you see behind me is a blank canvas, right? So if I can get some motivated individuals to come in and help me build this, if they see something and want to institute programs, we can do that because we're creating from scratch.
We're building a really great team around us who, are really looking at building on this human rights, social justice, new community models of care. So it's an exciting time, and I think it can be overwhelming, but if you think of the opportunities, and it's actually fun. But in reality, I think that what moves me is the fact that my siblings, I come from a very large family. I'm one of 11 kids, I was one of 12 when my brothers died in a war. And I grew up in a town that's still mired in the cycle of, poverty and violence and drugs, and it mirrors the population that I'm serving. And I've spent a lot of time visiting my siblings on the other side of corrections. And so I just hope that the people who took care of them cared about them.
I have an amazing team. We form a pretty cohesive group. We cover each other and we share patients and we share expertise, and I'm still a new and learning physician, and there's a lot that I know, but there's certainly a lot that I don't know, and I'm really appreciative of their expertise and guidance when I have questions. And then these ideas of working in county systems, working with underserved patients. I have met plenty of other residents and trainees and young doctors in the LA County system who share these same ideals, who are thinking about these different kinds of systems and even are thinking about correctional health. So there's a lot going on for these patients, and it is challenging and it is motivating. I do this because I want to be the best advocate for these patients that I possibly can be.